Sahih Al-Bukhari 1856, narrated Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent me to Mina with the luggage from Jam Al-Muzalfa at night. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1857, narrated Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anha. I came riding on my she-ass and had just then attained the age of puberty. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, was praying at Mina. I passed in front of a part of the first row and then dismounted from it, and the animal started grazing. I aligned with the people behind Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the sub-narrated, added that happened in Mina during the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam Hajjatul Wada. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1858, narrated As-Sa'id bin Yazid. While in the company of my parents, I was made to perform Hajj with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and I was a 7-year-old boy then. Fathul Bari, p. 443, volume 4. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1859, narrated Al-Joyd bin Abdul Rahman radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Umar bin Abdul Aziz telling about As-Sa'id bin Yazid that he had performed Hajj while carried with the belonging on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1860, narrated Ibrahim's grandfather that Umar radiallahu ta'ala anha in his last Hajj allowed the views of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to perform Hajj, and he sent with them Usman bin Affan radiallahu ta'ala anha and Abdul Rahman bin Auf radiallahu ta'ala anha as escort. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1861, narrated Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, mother of the faithful believers. I said, O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, should not we participate in holy battles and jihad along with you? He replied, the best and the most superior jihad for woman is Hajj, which is accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha added, ever since I heard that from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, I have determined not to miss Hajj. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1862, narrated Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anha. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, a woman should not travel except with the Doha Mahram, her husband, or a man with whom that woman cannot marry at all according to the Islamic jurisprudence, and no man may visit her except in the presence of the Doha Mahram. A man got up and said, O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, I intend to go to such and such an army, and my wife wants to perform Hajj. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to him, go along with her to Hajj. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1863, narrated Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu. When the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam returned after performing his Hajj, he asked Sinan al-Ansari radiallahu ta'ala anha, what did forbid you to perform Hajj? She replied, father so and so, i.e. her husband, and 2 camels, and he performed Hajj on one of them, and the second is used for the irrigation of our land. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to her, perform Umrah in the month of Ramadan as it is equivalent to Hajj or Hajj with me in reward. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1864 narrated Qaza, the slave of Zayd radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Abu Sa'id, who participated in travel Ghazawat with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, I heard four things from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or I narrated them from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which won my admiration and appreciation. They are: one, no lady should travel without her husband or without a doha mahram for a 2 days journey. Number 2, no fasting is permissible on 2 days of Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. Number 3, no prayer may be offered after 2 prayers, after the Asr prayer till the sunset, and after the morning prayer till the sun rises. Number 4, not to travel for visiting except for the 3 mosques: Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, my mosque in Medina, and Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1865 narrated Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu. The Prophet sallallaho alaihi wasallam saw an old man walking, supported by his 2 sons, and asked about him. The people informed him that he had vowed to go on foot to the Kaaba. He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not in need of this old man's tutoring himself, and ordered him to ride. Allah bless you. Allah Hafiz.